y'all gotta pop my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we might need more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch my savior. Hold up, give me that touch of my haters.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, too up, make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2, so you roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We bout to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. Game time. What I want for Christmas too. Does the same time with me as game time, but with you.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New York Jets. What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. AT Cardinal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up.
And they want to get him going early in this one because, remember, he struggled throwing the football last week, and he's firing away to start this one. But that one was incomplete.
Ready.
2nd and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
12 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st down. A gain of 12.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
18, pioneer.
Now Hall to start the drive. Spinning away. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Mustang 19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go!
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Jets at 4 and 12 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have the Jets 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's another Jets.
18 Rattler.
Now Griffin. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. To throw again is Griffin. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
70 Lions, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now it's Griffin. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And that is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Here's Griffin. And that is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's the Jets punter now. Deep to return, Kyron Williams. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Evades him at the 20. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
They're going to look to throw. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
First down.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Murphy. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Coup for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Colts 14, Jets 7. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On the jump.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready. 70 Lions. 60 Eagles.
Hall again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And 1.
They go play action. Griffin. And he is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Here's Griffin. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Griffin. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Ready.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Buffalo 18. Bronco 80. 19 Lions.
Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Come on. Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Yeah, complete to Downs. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Third down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
To the right side and intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Ready.
There's a fake on the Jets sweeping instead. A good to haul up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Let's go now. 19-18.
2nd and 4. Fighting to stay upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Just a 30-yard punt that time.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
At the 36-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check mash. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Here's Griffin to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Griffin. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw.
Connecting over the middle with Downs.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
65, go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Play action. It's Griffin. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we see in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
123 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Griffin. He finds Taylor, complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Griffin. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Griffin. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 14. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Griffin. That's another incomplete to Mitchell. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Griffin will throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. George Pickens from 3 yards out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Jets 24, Colts 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Looking to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
They go play action with Griffin. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They go play action. Griffin on the RPO. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now 3rd down and very long.
18 Rattler.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. Yards the tally on the return there. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the jump. Come on. Set. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 25.
60 balls there. 60 balls.
They'll look to throw here. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren from 13 yards out. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now he's going to stick, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 3rd down and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Come on. Hey. 19, 8.
He'll drop to throw. That complete to Downs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19.
They'll set up to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Here's Griffin to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Colts' 23-yard line.
Griffin. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw again is Griffin. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now it's Griffin. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And to find the open man. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. To throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Jets, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Give the Hall running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Griffin. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And it's caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Trap 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Likely, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jets 45, Colts 21.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10. At their own
the Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And his throw is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
it's caught inside the 25. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone.
That's good for a Colts. First down. A gain of 58 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here then. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 65.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's first down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Okay, ready?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready?
Looking to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
Drop 60.
They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game.